I'm Josh Tull.
I'm Brett Roberts.
I'm Stephen Heavenstreet.
Welcome to Hapticast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hapticast, episode 18. This is Haptic Intel's podcast. If you're wondering why we haven't been around for a while, don't worry about it. You don't need to know. All right? Let's talk about games we're playing. Go
We
ahead.
should explain where we've been. It's important. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Go ahead. Explain.
All right, so we went to Too Many Games in June,
Maybe.
and it was a game convention.
Was it July?
Sure.
No, it was June.
We filmed a lot of different content while we were there. When we got back, we did one podcast, and Josh couldn't make it because of school. So it was Steven, myself, and our friend Chris. Following that, I moved.
You moved, yes.
I moved. I'm living in a dorm now. I live away in college. Josh also lives away in college, and Steven is also in school, but still living in the house he lives in. So it's really hard for us to get together and film, because when we do finally get the chance to get together, we don't want to necessarily, make this big production. We want
It's late.
we just want to hang out.
This isn't fun at all. I'm kidding. It's actually very fun.
So the important thing is, we just want to be with each other,
Yeah.
and it's gotten to the point where
We don't want to do things.
Yeah, and
Basically,
it's gotten to the point where we need to do things. And I think we need to do things, and you guys think we need to do things, and we're doing things. And the things are happening right now.
Things are happening, gears are spinning.
We picked a heck of a week, too,
Yeah.
if I may say.
This is a very, very busy week in the news, and we said last week before anything even happened, this is going to be the week we're filming. So,
Did we
we're
say
back.
that?
Yeah, we did. We established that last Friday. So, we're filming. This is happening. We're making a new podcast for you guys. And hopefully it's
Yes,
on a
it's
regular...
called Magic Cuck Bus.
And hopefully it's on a regular basis for you guys, because I can't go months without doing this again. It doesn't look good, and honestly, we weren't responsible, and I apologize for not saying anything to the viewers that are loyal and do stick around and watch every single podcast. So I apologize, and I hope you guys forgive us, and thank you for 200 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I have to say.
Please give us money.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that element of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our
If we
fault.
yeah.
We hit 200 subs. We didn't say shit. We put 3 vlogs up in a podcast, and we never came back. We didn't tweet. We never followed up, and I feel bad. And
Listen, bye-bye. All right. As we said on the fucking stream for E3.
that's another thing. We did E3, and that was it. We did E3. Actually, E3 was the last thing we did, and then we did a podcast, and that was it. Wasn't too many games.
Yeah, you're right.
No, TMG was after E3.
You sure? I thought it was.
Yeah, it was a week after.
I thought E3
I remember
was a week
late
after.
June. No. E3 is mid-June. Too Many Games is late June.
That was a long time ago, dude.
Anyway,
It's been
Whatever,
a few
dude.
months.
It doesn't matter. It's like we're
sorry, and we're gonna make more videos. And we got some spicy topics to talk about today. Josh, what do we got?
Well, why don't we talk about games we're playing right now? Just briefly, just run through them quickly. Because I have about 80,000 that I could say.
All right, instead of talking about games I've been playing, I'll just say games I'm looking forward to getting soon.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I've been playing Overwatch for the Halloween update, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Dragon Ball Z Universe, which comes out this Tuesday. Got that pre-ordered. And
Looking forward to Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy 15, which I have pre-ordered.
Pre-order canceled for me. Just saying.
All right, that's it.
What about The Last Guardian?
Not getting it.
Pre-order canceled for me.
I'd like to get it, but, this is a little...
Oh, you're right. You know what?
You should
I'll
not...
do it the other arm.
I don't know if the video's reversed. Maybe that way it was worse. NX.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, dude.
No, but I canceled the Final Fantasy pre-order. I don't want to talk about that one, but I canceled because it's
You
not a complete.
You what?
I canceled it because it's not a complete game.
Interesting.
No, like part of the game's gonna be open world and it's gonna close or reverse order that or something like that, and I'm not okay with that. If you're gonna make an open world game, make it open world.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot. Jesus Christ. Gears, playing through the Gears franchise to get to Gears 4. Finally using my Xbox One, playing through the Halo franchise to get to Halo 5. Lots of VR stuff. PSVR right here, we're going to be talking about that. Overwatch, Rocket League, Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't know, yeah, a lot. Go.
Since we last talked, I got an Xbox One, so got Master Chief Collection, beat Halo 1, 3, ODST, going through 2 on Legendary. That's a whole other
Bad.
scenario.
Bad. Iron Skull on all the time.
Just a bunch of shit on there. I exploited the Forza glitch from Target when it was $20.
And it worked.
Yeah. It's good, actually. I like it. It's arcadey for a racer.
I like arcade racers.
Yeah. Bunch of other shit, too. Started Uncharted 4 on PS4. Have to finish it. It's my favorite one so far, but I'm halfway through.
Yeah. Ending to that game's amazing.
Yeah. That's it.
Your
Keep
leg,
it sweet and short.
What's
your
wrong
leg
with
is
my
really warm.
Is it?
Mhm.
It's a big meat stick.
No, so is mine. I'm just saying.
Well, it's because they're fucking smushing together
Yeah.
down here. See, look at that big hunking fucking leg right there.
Listen, dude, what do you think I'm
expect?
backing with right here?
Dude, mine's like fucking double the size of
Look,
your thigh, dude.
listen, my man. This is moist.
Well, it's warm in here. What do you want?
I'm just saying, we're moist.
We're moist men. What do you want? I got a little.
You're wearing a lot of clothes right now.
Well, I'm not wearing a lot of clothes. I got a fucking undershirt.
You're wearing jeans
No, well, see, that's the problem.
and a flannel.
Well, the problem is I thought it was gonna be cold today, and I went outside and it's warm. And I'm not changing once I'm outside. I have my stuff with me. You know, I'm not changing.
Why don't you just wear this?
No. All right. Here's the thing. Right. We're gonna jump into PSVR right now. Okay. Number one, I'm gonna give it a fucking 8.5 out of 10. All right. That's what I'm rating it. Everyone should get it if you can afford it. It's amazing. It's
The
not,
hardware? You're rating an 8.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. All right. Listen, if you can afford it, get it. Here's the problem. I got the launch bundle, right? It comes with the headset, 2 Move controllers, the new PlayStation camera, PlayStation VR Worlds, and the demo disc. You know what else it needs with it? A fucking fan. All right?
Inside?
No, it needs like a... Oh, actually, that'd be a good idea. It needs a fan somewhere on your face blowing at all times with you. It needs to come. You know why? Because I put this little headset on, right? And I'm a sweaty little fucking piece of shit. And it just fogs. Everything inside fogs because my face is warm. You know what I mean? So I need to go through a cool down period before I, like, play VR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, because if I'm, like, coming from class or whatever and I sit down and I want to just hop in, I can't. Because my face is too warm. Even if it's freezing in my room.
Okay. I want to talk about that because some reviews have come out and they've said if you wear glasses, PSVR is awful because it fogs your glasses up. But I wore the PSVR with my glasses and it was comfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
I've had 2 VR experiences in my life and both times, just this time with the PSVR, it was comfortable with my glasses. I have something else we'll talk about later, but this was comfortable with my glasses and it didn't fog up. Lots of reviews are shitting on it for that.
Yeah, I mean...
I think it's just a fogging issue in general.
I think it's more of an individual issue.
Yeah.
Per the person.
But I'm saying, like, I think the fogging has nothing to do with the glasses.
No, the fogging has to do with you being a warm person.
Yeah.
I don't wear glasses and they fog. But, yeah, no, like, the hardware itself, before we talk about the games, it's good. The worst part about this is the screen. Like, the screen is, compared to the 3, I think, the lowest quality.
It's the lowest,
Yeah, it's the lowest quality screen. And you can tell. No, the screen door effect, as I say, is very real with this. But the thing is, like, the experiences that you're getting and how comfortable the headset is, like, you kind of just, you get used to the screen and you move past it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not, like, inhibiting me from having these amazing experiences.
I didn't even know what you meant by screen door effect until I jumped in, and then I saw, like, you were like, it has a screen door effect. I was like, I don't know what that means. And then I jumped into the London Heist, is it called?
Yeah.
And I could instantly, it was so dark, I could just see the lines in front of my face, and I was like,
Yeah, especially when it's dark. But you also have, like the little bit of, like, you can see the headset on the side of it a little bit. There, like, when you look farther away, stuff's not super sharp. But this is the most affordable headset out of the 3 of them, you know what I mean?
Out of Vive and Oculus.
Yeah, it's $400 just for the headset, $500 for the launch wall to get the Move controllers and the camera and everything with it. But as far as the games go, I've played a lot of, like, the premier launch games, if you will. I played Rez, Thumper. I played everything on VR Worlds, which is the heist and the cage thing, whatever you want to fucking call it. Danger Ball. I got Batman, Slick, Rush of Blood. The only big one that I didn't get kind of is like Super Hypercube. I got Surgeon Simulator, Job Simulator, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And I platinumed it. Fucking slick. So, do you want me to run down through all the games and give like what I think about them, or no?
Yeah.
I think the best experience is Job Simulator. I've had a ridiculous amount of fun with Job Simulator.
Well, when Dan was playing, when you brought it over the first weekend you got it, he was, like, moving around and all this shit, and, like, he didn't even, like, he almost, like, whacked you or...
It's so much fun. I mean,
Move controller.
I mean, Job Simulator is awesome. I would say the best, like, the most unique experience or the most well realized experience / game, I wouldn't even necessarily call it like a full game, is Batman.
Yeah.
I've only saw like the very first level before hopping into it, like of people playing it, and even that, just doing it by yourself is awesome. And the way that it progresses, and the very end, I mean, I fucking skied towards the end. I mean, that was just what happened. You guys have to try it. Like it's amazing. It's only about an hour experience, but it's really cool.
Unfortunately, I've seen some spoilers from it.
Yeah, as I say, it spoils Arkham. You have to know the end to Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Well, it's
Okay,
not.
that's what I heard.
It's not canon.
I don't know. It's
No,
made
but
by
I think
Rocksteady.
it like links to
the
the
whole
stories
thing
of the
links.
others.
Yeah,
Well,
the whole
spoilers.
thing links.
Someone dies. Someone important dies in the one segment, and
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they're alive in the one game.
No.
You sure?
They're not even. No.
Spoiler: Nightwing is alive in In the Arkham games?
Yes, he's the villain.
No, that's Jason Todd. Dick Grayson is
Dick
Nightwing.
Grayson is alive.
Yeah, he dies in the Batman VR,
Oh, okay.
so that's not canon.
What happens after everything? Or it's not canon, but it still links.
No, I looked it
anyway.
up. It's not canon.
Okay.
Oh, it's not.
No, the game isn't canon.
Well, it starts off like you go to investigate because he disappeared.
Yeah, and you find him.
dead.
You find him dead. Yeah, and you don't know who did it.
Yeah.
And he's Nightwing. He's the original Robin.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
There's something towards the end of the game.
okay.
That's why I skied it. That doesn't matter. Nightwing
Well, yeah.
doesn't matter. Like the end of the game is fucking slick.
Gotcha.
All right, and you're both gonna play it, okay? And then there's some replayability there. You go back to get like the Riddler mission, the Riddler trophies, or achievements. Well, actually, it's just trophies in this case. But if you ever played one of the Batman games, they have those Riddler things where you go through and you have to solve the puzzles and whatever.
Got them all in Arkham.
Thumper is like a rhythm game essentially, fucking slick. But Rez is leaps and bounds above better than Thumper. Let me tell you what. Rez is the app. You want to talk about a killer app? The killer app is Rez.
That's what Steven was saying right when he was done playing
Yeah,
it.
you because there's the first 5 areas are like normal Rez, look and shoot with X on the controller. You know what I mean? And that's really cool. And they introduce some really cool elements. Through the power ups, you get more powerful. You get different kinds of lasers and guns and stuff like that. But then, once you beat the first 5 areas, you unlock something called Area X. Area X is the best
It's
experience. Is the best experience in VR, hands down.
I heard it was like, so for those who don't know, Rez, originally a Dreamcast game.
Yeah.
Then went over to the Xbox. And then was remade for 360 in HD. And I don't think it was on PS3. And now, so Rez Infinite's essentially like the HD version, but it's like upscale because like it takes advantage of the Pro, can go to up to 4K, 60 frames per second. And it's just like an arcadey game, he was saying, but like the VR headset, because I played the demo. The demo disc is fucking awesome. It has like 30 games on. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The only stupid thing was Super Hypercube. The demo is literally a link to buy it.
Yeah, there's
Good
one.
luck
There's
there,
one.
Phil
There's
Fish.
one other thing
Fucking cup.
I looked with.
Oh, there's another
yeah,
one?
there's another one that's the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
That's why we
I think it
don't
might
care
have
about
been.
it. Tumblr VR. Tumble VR?
No, Super Hypercube.
That's what I said.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I kind of jumped to it, but... And, like, you aim with, like, your head moving around, and it's, like, there's this boss who's, like,
Yeah.
so big, and he's, like, running, and he's made up of all these fucking little, like, cubes. And, like, you can look totally behind you. If you're sitting down, you should be sitting down for most of these games, by
Yeah.
the way. And, like, you see him, and you're fucking shooting, and it's, like...
And he runs like over you.
And it's, like, it's just so trippy, and, like, the music's fucking awesome.
See, I made a mistake in the last 3 levels. I played in one sitting, and I did it standing up.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I was mucho sicky dicky after that.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, wow.
But Area X though introduces
Yeah,
more
it's all
gameplay
it's
elements.
new. Yeah, it's original to this version.
Where
is what
it's
I was
like
getting at.
free. It's almost like free flying instead of just like flying in a path.
Yeah,
You can press R1 to like boost yourself, and you kind of like look where you want to go and fly. It's just, it's awesome.
I'm about to like buy it, unlock everything, and if I get VR eventually, just fucking play it.
Yeah.
Or next time you bring it
So-
over, I have my own copy. I just play it.
But it's
I
good.
just I just bound you and force myself on the fucking VR headset.
Play it tonight if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, there. I got some other games.
You got that? Did you get Wayward Skies? Right?
Oh yeah, I got
You
Weird
really
Skies,
liked
which
that-
is like a
that
puzzle
demo.
game. I like that because it's like that's what playing like a tabletop game would be to me
Yeah.
in VR, and the demo like sold me for it.
You literally played the demo and bought it when it
Yeah,
was done.
I did the same thing with Thumper, and see, this is my point now of why the demo disc is so slick. And every VR game needs a demo.
Mm-hmm.
It needs a demo
Mhm.
for 2 reasons. Number one, the sickness factor, if you will.
Absolutely.
There was actually a thread on Reddit about it, talking about that they were arguing that every game should have a demo. And they were doing it for different reasons, because, whether it was going to work with, like, the space that you have, whether you had the wands or not, or you could use them, if it was a different experience with, like, the PlayStation Move wands. But I put it on there and actually got some upvotes and some comments. And I said that you need it for the sickness factor, because, for example, Valkyrie, people were saying that's awesome. You know what I mean? I don't deny that it's awesome. But I tried it on the demo disc, and I played it for 30 seconds before I got motion sickness instantly. I started sweating. I was like, this needs to come off me right now or I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, I had the same with Briggs.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Or we didn't have that problem.
Yeah, we didn't have that with Riggs.
Yeah, so it's a different
I read there's a mode, though, where, like, instead of turning with the right stick, you can turn with your head.
Completely?
Yeah,
Instead of aiming with
there's
your
a
head?
mode in Riggs.
Valkyrie?
No, in Riggs, yeah. Because in NeoGaf, there was, like, a thread of, like, how to solve your Riggs motion sickness or something.
Yeah, I do know they included some of that.
Yeah.
Another game I actually had a small problem with sickness in was Here They Lie, which is the horror game that I bought. It's not too much of a problem, and they have elements incorporated to help with that. So basically, you're playing like a person, and if you're walking, wherever you move your head, your body kind of slowly adjusts to like where your head's moving in the game. At first, it wasn't a problem, but the more I played, I was like, just like even like those little movements, I was like, I can't do that. But what they incorporate is the right stick in the game. It kind of acts as your head, and if you push a direction, it adjusts your view 45 degrees, so you don't have to move your head.
Okay.
Yeah. So
See, I think what would be interesting for VR and all these problems that you're saying you have is like a rating system maybe that they introduce where they rate the game by is this one going to make you sick? Is this one chill? Is this one like gentle to extreme rating?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you say that because a lot of games do include different modes of that.
Oh, really?
For example, like Tomb Raider. The kind of experience they included in the anniversary edition or whatever for PS4, they have like 2 or 3 different settings saying here's like, the regular thing. Then you have to just do it. And it's kind of more stringent, and they make you do it, and then you can unlock a mode that is like free mode. Okay. And they're like, are you sure you want to do this? Like this might make you sick. Like some people have a problem with this. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And then it'll let you do it. Yeah. And Rez even has a couple different things with that. I don't even know. I didn't buy the full thing of the Valkyrie, but if it has a different mode, and it depends on the person, really.
That's true. But like if you're playing a game where you don't have to rely on the movement so much, it should indicate on the box somewhere like this.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like a E
like
for
Thumper.
E for everyone, T for teen. But instead it'd be like C for chill and like
like
E
Thumper.
for
You don't
extreme.
even move your head at all.
Yeah, Thumper, you're just going down this tunnel. Which, by the way, that was the other slick one. That demo was so long. When I first played it, like we had another friend here. I fucking emerged from the VR world, and he was just gone. He left somewhere.
Yeah. But
I didn't even know.
we were all together when he was playing, and he played. I was like, oh, this looks cool. And then I hopped in, and I was like, this is fucking slick, and I bought it.
And when
you really need to experience.
Yeah, all the words were saying, like you have to just somehow try it. I don't know if they're still at Best Buy. They might be till December.
I heard
thought.
GameStop is doing
GameStop too. Okay,
like
wherever they are, you should like find it.
Yeah,
you
need to experience it. And see, I kind of went out on a limb. Basically, what happened is I pre-ordered this when the second round of pre-orders went around at Best Buy, and they kept not updating my shipping information at Best Buy. And I was like, all right, if it doesn't come, I'll just cancel it and I'll wait, right? So one morning I wake up and I go to use my card, and it was overcharged because I have a limit on it to make sure that like my money doesn't get cut by people.
Yeah.
And then I looked on there, and it was like $550 came out because there was tax, and I was like, oh shit. I went on Best Buy, and sure enough it shipped. I was like, you know what? Oh well, here it is. And you know what? This is one of the best purchases I've ever made for gaming ever.
Yeah, I mean, another thing is you spent so much money on the games, PlayStation actually thanked you and sent you a $60 gift.
Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah.
Since I spent so much on the store and I bought the VR headset.
This is different from that promotion thing?
Yeah,
that was
that's
$15.
$15.
Yes.
I went on and said, like, basically, thank you for sucking us off, and we're going to suck you off $60, add it to my wallet.
That's
And
pretty
that's-
fucking baller.
Yeah, and I
what
bought
was it?
Job Simulator with that.
It was $120 plus of VR content
Yeah,
you
it
bought.
says you bought over $120 worth of games.
Wow.
Pretty sick of them, right?
And I'm going to
Shit.
get that. Hopefully,
I think
I'll
we're
get that
breaking
$15
news
thing.
right here because I haven't seen that anywhere.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I've seen it on Reddit.
Oh,
People talking
well,
about it.
I don't go on Reddit.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm still going to get that $15 thing or not. I don't really care. But yeah, I mean, I kind of went ham. So that's the other thing, I guess, is the headset itself is $400, right? You don't need the Move controllers. Every game that uses Move controllers
I'll tell you what,
also
though.
uses the controller. But the Move controllers are slick.
I'll tell you what,
you can't
dude,
beat it.
London Heist VR, fucking literally one hand holding the gun, grabbing fucking ammo with the other one. You actually have to do that with the Move controllers. Nothing slicker than that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that
the
right
Move
now.
controllers just add another element. But you do need the PlayStation camera. So if you have a camera, then I wouldn't worry about it. But even if you were going to buy this and the Move controller separately, you'd be way over the $500 mark. Right. So I think the best bang for your buck is the
bundle,
the starter bundle, the launch bundle, whatever. And it comes with Worlds, which has some really cool games in it. And it comes with a demo disc, which lets you, try everything out. And then if you want to try all that out, and then buy like your favorite one, most of the VR games that I bought are $20 to $30. So they're very affordable. The only ones that are over that is like Rigs, which is $40, and then that Battle Tanks thing, which is full $60.
Yeah. Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
What's that game called? Battlezone?
Battlezone. Yeah, that's it.
Is that VR exclusive?
Don't know.
Because the ones I like the best, Res and Thumper, aren't.
Yeah,
They're
they have
both.
VR modes.
Yeah.
Where you can play them like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what to say. Like this is not like, to me, like, this is not a gimmick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
this is a new way to play. Yeah, it's going to take a while for people to get used to it. Myself, I'm not, like, at the way end of the spectrum where, like, I get sick from everything. But every time I play, I'm, like, I feel a little woozy. I'm starting to get better. The longest I've been in was 3 hours at one shot.
Was that Res?
That was Res.
Yeah.
And it is because I played. But after that, it's because I played I played standing up, I think.
That's not good.
Yeah. Some games you should stand up, like Job Simulator. I feel like I just needed to stand up for it. But you're just in one spot. There's nothing too crazy about that. I forgot what else I was going to say.
I feel like in a game where you're looking around 360 completely all the time, like Job Simulator, standing up is where you need to be.
Yeah.
But certain games you can clearly tell, like, you're supposed to be sitting down,
Yeah.
like Luge, VR, whatever the hell
London
it's called.
Heist.
Yeah, London Heist, you don't really.
Batman I stood up to. But the other time that I was in it for 2 hours, I think I beat Batman and then I played Job Simulator or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just trying to like build up my immunity to it and get used to it. And the longer you play, definitely the less sick you get. So it's just a matter of getting used to it. And it's going to take a lot of people like time to get used to it, to be able to play it for long times. Because even you guys tell, like, after a half hour, sometimes even less, you're like, I need to like just take a break.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, and it makes you tired too, because
Yeah.
you it does.
I want to describe a sensation like London Heist. You're sitting there with the two Move controllers, right? And in VR, I would grab something, and when I was done and I was out of it, I was sitting there and I had my phone in my hand, and I'm holding it and I'm scrolling up on like Facebook or something, and the sensation just felt fake. I didn't feel like my hand was really my hand for a second. I didn't feel like I was actually holding my phone. It didn't feel right. Like something was off. It was just strange.
It does. There's definitely that. Driving after it, by the way, is no good.
Yeah, you were telling me that. That was your first day,
Probably
right?
That was
bad
my
idea.
I took it out of the box and I played a couple things because we were getting together, hang out. And I think the last thing I played was like Rush of Blood, right? Where it's on rails and there's the roller coaster parts, which doesn't make you feel too bad. Like, you definitely feel it like enough. You're like, that's a little weird. Kind of like in Thumper when the bosses when you descend into the boss level. And I was like, oh, that's a little weird. But coming out of it and then driving, I'm like,
Yeah.
So, or even just like you said, like looking at a screen afterwards.
Yeah.
Like,
It felt weird. It didn't feel right.
but yeah, I'd recommend it. 8.5 out of 10 for the hardware.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm going to bring something up to the table. I also tried my hand at the VR World last week. I got myself a Samsung Gear VR by Oculus. Now, it's nowhere near the powerhouse that the PSVR is with all the wires. That being said, this was my first VR experience. I played this before I played this.
Yeah.
And this is fucking slick for what it is, honestly.
It is. I played this after I played this.
Yeah. And we compared, we talked about it. This faceplate's not on all the way, whatever. This is fucking cool. So all you do is plug your phone in, if you have a Samsung phone, and you put it like that, and the screen is just your phone. And I don't know, man. Like, there was the movie theater that I showed you.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting there watching, like, Twitch like this, and just, if you turn around, you're in a seat, and, like, the corner of the chair scared the fuck out of me, because, like, I didn't expect it to be there, and I, like, turned and it was there, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know how good the theater mode is on that, if there's anything like that.
There's a couple apps I think that do it. I haven't tried them yet. I'm not 100% sure.
I was just surprised with how well this handled VR with just being a phone. Like, the processor, the screen, everything was my phone. And it didn't have the screen door effect, obviously. It's nowhere near as powerful as this, though. Nowhere near. This is like PS1 graphics. Every game is abysmal, whereas this is running like pretty decent looking games. So I just wanted to say, like, entry VR, this is $100 or something like that. I got it for free because I got a new Samsung phone. So
And you can still play games on that.
yeah, if you get a controller, a Bluetooth controller, and then it even has a little touchpad on the side here. So if you want an entry level VR, see if you like it. If you have a Samsung phone, pick up a Gear VR. They're cheap. There's even older models than this you can get that are the same exact thing. All it is a holder for your phone. So you want to try some VR out? Don't have $500, $400? Try out the Gear.
VR is the future, my man.
It is.
It's not a gimmick.
It's not.
Like, the technology is now where it needs to be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
before
For
it
to
wasn't.
be- Yeah.
Like the Virtual Boy? Get the fuck out of here.
What was that, the 90s?
Who the fuck wants the Virtual Boy with the fucking red screen? You sit there with a fucking little thing on a stand. It was so heavy, they had to give a little fucking tripod to do fucking like this, dude. No. That's not where... Now we're here.
Yeah.
When you can fucking do VR with your phone, and you can play fucking games on a home console on VR...
And the little mud
The
flaps.
little mud
But
flaps.
let me tell you what, this is, like, the thing that surprised me most was how light this
Oh,
fucking
hell
thing is.
yeah.
And how comfortable it is.
Yeah.
It's GG. This one wasn't
Japanese
bad either.
engineering.
This one's pretty light.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like, yeah. The heaviest part is your phone.
Yeah.
So.
So VR is pretty slick.
Let's talk about Red Dead.
New trailer dropped. After
Yeah.
weeks of teasing.
Yeah.
One week officially.
It's not surprised. We knew it was coming soon. They've been jerking us off for a couple years now. There's been numerous leaks. There's been the map leaks. You know, I want a new Red Dead and Slick, but as far as my excitement level, it's pretty contained right now because I've been expecting it, and it's not coming out till next year.
Yeah. I don't like the name.
Isn't it just Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah.
It's a business decision for them to like market, and it'll sell a shitload.
I don't know, because the first one was called Red Dead Revolver, and then it was Red Dead Redemption. I just feel like Red Dead Redemption
Yeah,
2.
I thought it was gonna be like Rebellion or
Yeah, but the
some
only-
other R word.
Yeah, the only thing of why I say that was why they name it is maybe it's directly related to
Yeah.
some character or some story element
Of
from
course.
Red Dead Redemption.
Like it's a direct sequel of Red Dead Redemption.
Right.
Rumors
Which,
are was
spoilers.
a prequel. That was a rumor.
It's a prequel?
That's a rumor.
Better not be a prequel. Although it kind of be cool to see how John Marston got to where he is.
Everyone was saying
You
it
know he
was,
dies, though.
I know, but I'm saying like it might be because that's the
I
whole
know.
point is to him to go back.
Everyone
and
was saying there's
kill
this
the people
character
that fucked
Dusty
Dusty
in his
Rhodes.
crew.
Yeah.
That's who the thinking might be, but I have no idea.
Cool.
I need to play the first one. I knew the
Yeah.
guy died though.
You do. Yeah, the guy
I'll
died.
still play it, though.
Yeah, John Marston died. He plays his son. I forget his son's name. He plays his son for like 20 minutes.
John and Joe, Jimmy. It's something Joe.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I don't know.
It's something with J.
But Red Dead Redemption 2 is slick. It's the first like Rockstar story that I ever beat all the way through.
Red Dead Redemption 2?
Red Dead Redemption.
1.
Yeah. And it stuck me, and it's like there's a lot of cool gameplay elements. It's in the West. I don't know what else to say about it.
The
It's good.
trailer was fucking gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
I've never seen a better looking game.
Yeah.
The fucking I watched it again today, and there's the shot where you're at the campfire, and there's like the fucking galaxy up there. You see the stars?
And you can tell
It's
that
like
it's
a
like
goddamn water painting.
it's probably running on a high end PC, but it's definitely running
Yeah.
an engine.
I think it's running an engine.
I think they claimed it was PlayStation 4.
well, because
Really?
Yeah, I think
well,
so.
because if you
Oh,
heard
'cause they have
they
the
have a
deal.
multiplayer
Yeah.
exclusive, all that shit's fucking stupid. But if
Well,
it's running on the
they
PS4,
did the
like,
same thing with the remastered of
yeah, but
GTA 5.
yeah, but when anyone does that, I think it's fucking stupid. But
I'll take
the
it.
fact that it's running on a PS4 and it looks like that, like a regular PS4 supposedly, because it's coming at the same time as Scorpio. Like imagine playing that on a Scorpio.
So the interesting
All
thing...
those flops.
The interesting thing about this is apparently there was a website trademarked or,
Oh, that online.
Red Dead Online. And if they do... So first of all, Red Dead Redemption's Online was great. It was a free roam, open world, do whatever the fuck you want with your friends, ride around on horses and donkeys and shit. It was awesome. But if they're going to do what GTA 5 did with GTA Online and incorporate that in the Red Dead universe, I'm sold. Like a fucking even larger scale open world
Being
with
like
your
a
friends.
bandit?
Yeah, like remember in GTA... Okay, so this is way back. Remember in GTA 5 Online when it first came out, you, me, and a couple friends, maybe one friend, that who we shall not speak of, we drove a car to a gas station, we robbed the guy, we got in the car, we drove off, we went on the beach where we had fucking jet skis waiting for us, we got in the jet skis, fucking
I do
took off,
remember, yeah.
got away from the cops. Like, that was fucking awesome, and if they could do that in, like, a Western setting, I'm done, I'm sold.
I think that is what it's going to be because I mean GTA 5 they released no like single player expansion to it. But
Surprisingly,
they've just been releasing supplemental multiplayer stuff, and they are
Making all
making
their money
a
from it.
shit ton of fucking money from that, dude. Unbelievable.
there's little kids, dude. They just play it all
And
day.
the CEO of 2K recently came out and he said that they are going to have to kill the game before the game dies itself.
Which is insane.
Like that, they must be making like astronomical. They did not think they were gonna make that much money off multiplayer.
They made so much money off the game itself, and then now they're just like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
So,
Icing on the cake.
but yeah, if they do that in Red Dead 2, it'll be slick. As far as what I personally want from Red Dead 2, I don't want it to be related to John Marston, his son, any of those cucks. I wanted a brand new story with brand new banditos.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
I felt like the end of Red Dead was a good.
Yeah, I agree, and I'd like to see maybe a connection somewhere, like small references to John Marston's family or his son. Like maybe they talk about the events of Red Dead somewhere. Or they talk about what happened to his son. Maybe how because didn't his son get the redemption and kill everyone that fucked his dad over pretty much.
Pretty
in the
much,
end?
yeah.
So like it'd be cool if they talk about him or like he's in the game as like I don't know, like he's an outlaw. Like he's like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's like this mysterious lone wanderer who's just like.
See, I'm just interested because I don't fully remember when Red Dead took place, like historically, but if it takes place, I think it was leading up towards the Civil War, towards the end of Red Dead, the first
I
one.
don't fucking remember. I just remember going to
And
Mexico.
if there was a game that took place during the Civil War,
That's good. That's not the, There's this one where you time travel, and it's notoriously fucking awful.
The game, the
On
war game.
360, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I forget what it's called. It has like a
All I know is the general calls you an orangutan's afterbirth.
that's it.
Just like Donald Trump. Zing! Alright, just fucking
All right,
don't put
so but yeah, no, Red Dead. I'm excited. I want to, and Rockstar can literally shit out whatever they want if people.
yeah,
want it.
and people will buy it, and it'll
And
make
it'll
a
be good.
shitload of money.
That'll be good.
That's it.
That's it. So going on, other things that were going on this week with big spicy meatball news, the Nintendo Switch, yes,
The NX is officially been revealed.
as the
I'm sure
Switch.
everyone's probably seen it by now. It's out.
Yeah.
It's honestly their most viewed YouTube video.
Yeah.
It came out like 2 days ago.
Nintendo Switch.
Yesterday, actually.
I personally, just talking about the name, I don't know why they fucking changed it from the NX. Not a big name of the fan Switch. Not that that has anything to do with the console itself. I'm just saying.
They've had cool code names. Like GameCube was Dolphin.
Yeah.
Wii was Revolution.
Yeah.
Wii U was Cafe.
That's abysmal.
But Wii U is somehow worse than Cafe. Wii U is probably the worst. Colin Moriarty, I watched their reacts, and he was like, "You could have named it Artichoke, and it would have been better." I'm like, what a fucking thing to pick. Yeah.
I'm also not a big fan of the name Switch, but I see why they did it. And you know what? They're trying to separate themselves from what they've been doing forever.
And the name, like, if you see the name and like the logo, I love the logo.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the name. It conveys easily what the purpose of the thing is, because there's a lot of clicking. You watch the trailer, there's a lot of fucking snapping and snipping and all that shit.
It's gonna be ASMR porn watcher's paradise.
If you guys are interested in ASMR, click here. We got a video coming out. I don't fucking know if it's coming out anytime soon, but
It's gonna be in the fucking paid Blu-ray special features of season 1.
unreleased.
Yeah.
In ASMR.
You heard that they're releasing the fucking
Yeah.
the 3D special collector's edition of fucking The Force Awakens now with fucking voiceovers. I'm done.
All right, but let's talk
You
about
know what?
this
I'm gonna
now.
buy it.
The Switch.
Yeah, so
Yeah, give us the rundown. Give us some fucking
because
schmicks.
I'm the resident Nintendo
Cuck.
child,
Cuck.
man-child, sure, anything.
Cuck.
So I have to credit the 3 people online who nailed the leaks. Emily Rogers, who's just a blogger for herself. Laura Kate Dale from Let's Play Video Games, which is her own site, and she's freelance for other stuff. All these people are on Twitter, too. And Tom Phillips from Eurogamer. So Eurogamer had, like, this big report, like, a month ago about, like, it's essentially like a hybrid. It has detachable controllers on the side, and it has an NVIDIA Tegra chip, which is their mobile chip line. NVIDIA, notably, this is, like, their first console. They did do something with PS3, though, but that's a whole other fucking... It wasn't supposed to have a GPU, PS3, by the way. Really weird, but it was supposed to do 2 cells to just brute
Cell
force
processing.
everything. Yeah. But anyway, so those people essentially nailed it, and the proof of concept trailer, like, I thought it was a really well done... Like, the fact it was only 3.5 minutes, I think, like, works for them positively. Like, that's why so many people have watched it.
Mhm.
Like, I was saying that it has, at least, as of right now, like, 11 million views on YouTube, and millions more on Facebook as well.
World Star Hip
Yeah,
Hop.
as far as I've
Yeah.
seen, the general reaction to it is positive.
Yeah, and there's like positive, like hopefully it could, like, because there's details still that have to come out, but like the concept essentially, like the guy's just playing fucking Zelda, which still looks awesome. And I think like it's clearly like stronger than the Wii U based off like on paper performance. The Tegra is better than the Wii U.
Well, let me interrupt you right there. Just the fact that it starts with a young man playing
Yeah,
Zelda.
no kids in this whole video.
No kids in the trailer at all, and on top of that, it's all like
It's all good-looking millennials.
Yeah.
It's all good-looking 18 to 35-year-olds.
Yeah.
But he's playing just in the dark, literally like all night, and probably his fucking dog wants him to go out, so he just walks up. He has the weird puppy dog controller. That's what everyone's calling it. So like the detachable controllers, which we can talk about in a minute, because I have some things to say about them, I guess. And they're like attached to this base with like the little fucking grips on the side. And looks like a puppy dog, is what everyone's saying. So he detaches them, assuming that also charges them, by the way. And he just fucking slides them into like this base, which looks like a goddamn toaster oven. And then just slides it out and like right from the TV onto the screen, like that, which is pretty seamless stuff. And he goes and plays it in the park, like anyone would actually do that, right?
while you're walking your dog.
Yeah, just let him fucking roam free and play your Zelda. And then the next game, so I guess we can talk about the games that were there. The next one was Skyrim, which surprised me. I didn't think Bethesda gave a fuck what Nintendo did at all.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't, because they later said, like, this is just like a proof of concept.
Yeah.
Like, we're not confirming Skyrim's there, but
They
I
did.
think that might be more PR talk. It is like Bethesda and PR like have a fucking
2K did as well. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun and talk about 2K,
with
but
NBA. Yeah, because that was like at the very end of the trailer, it just said copyright NBA. Like that didn't officially say 2K.
yeah, 2K said like we're really looking forward to what we're gonna do with Nintendo, but we have no titles to confirm
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, and I think like for Bethesda, it was like we have it literally next week, the Ultimate Edition coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. So like buy that first.
They were trying to, I understand what you're
'Cause
saying.
I think it is like if you see it, I think it is the Ultimate Edition running it.
Yeah, they don't want people to wait to buy this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to.
Although
make
I think people will. I know like anecdotally, like Greg Miller from Kind of Funny was like, I don't really care about it coming out now, but like if I can play it on the go, like that's fucking cool. And the guy was playing it like with the controllers detached, like kind of like a Wii Remote nunchuck combo. So
no wires.
yeah, no wires. I'm trying to remember like the sequence. The next one is like, I think they go in the fucking back of a car, and they have like this attachment that they put on the back of the seat, which they might sell. I think that's actually a good idea to like sell to kids when you're like driving. And they're playing fucking so it looks like Mario Kart 8. But there's new shit. There's King Boo, who's not in the original, and there's item storage, which wasn't in it. That looks like a double dash feature. So I think that's going to be like an Ultimate Edition of that port.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like there's Splatoon shows up in there as well, and there's new stuff from Splatoon.
Yeah. And we know there's no backwards compatibility at all for 3DS.
Yeah,
and
because
Wii.
it's confirmed cartridges. There's no disc drive in the handheld. I support that all the way because like that's gonna fucking make it bulkier and like
So
loud and all
that being
shit.
said, it can't be the original Mario Kart 8. It's got to have something different about it.
Yeah. So there's Mario Kart, there's Splatoon, there's the NBA game. We don't know what the hell it is. And so the way they're playing again, this is totally normal. You go playing basketball with your friends. You're like, let's take a break and fucking
Play
by the way, I
NBA.
like the little kickstand there. By the way, that's
yeah.
a good thing. And they're playing it sideways. Now, these things look fucking small as shit.
Yeah, your fingers
And
are so close.
So I'm not sure how you can actually do that. But they didn't confirm it yet. They didn't confirm a couple things that I think are there. One is that these things have like accelerometers and gyroscopes.
Motion
in it.
sense?
Yeah. And so I feel like for Mario Kart, it works if you're holding it sideways like that. And that's why they got the analog sticks right this time, because if you turn it around, they have to be the same.
Yeah.
So on those little ones, there's no D.
Yeah,
they're
they're offset.
They're the C. From the N64, the C buttons.
Yeah.
Like up, down, left, and right, and everything. But there's a Pro controller, which I actually like the look of it. People were like saying it looks like fucking like bland and stuff. I think like because it actually looks transparent.
Yeah,
it looks like old N64.
I was just gonna say that it's definitely
in Game
transparent.
Boy Color. And I like the analog sticks are offset like a 360
It's
or
also-
Xbox One controller.
I want to note, like the Pro Controller looks. Is that what it is? The Pro Controller?
That's what they call it. Yeah.
Okay, so the Pro Controller is a lot less sleek than the Wii U's Pro Controller. It's almost like a completely different style
Yeah,
from
it's
Nintendo.
yeah, it's completely. It's more.
It's
the whole
bulky.
thing is industrial looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me like the Duke from Xbox.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's not that abysmally.
Yeah,
big.
yeah, I completely agree.
But like I'm still confident it'll feel fine in my hand probably. Because the Wii U, it doesn't look like glossy, which I don't know why they made the Pro Controller on the Wii U glossy.
It's very
That
matte.
makes no fucking sense at all.
Yeah, this thing is
it's
matte.
all matte. And I guess we could comment, well, you all guys kind of felt that way, that like, it's so different from the gamepad, even though it's kind of like the reverse gamepad, like it's fucking sleeker looking, there's not a lot of like real estate on there, like the gamepad's so like much plastic and like clunky, and this is like, it managed to do like the handheld with the triggers, like which the Vita 3DS don't have like a true version. And yeah, oh, and of course they just casually drop a new Mario, just like playing, and just like he's in fucking like Taco Town, I don't know where he was. There's like a Mexican thing, it looked like Mario 64 Sunshine type, which like fucking just give it to me. Like I feel like that's fall though. That's not going to be a launch title. People are saying that. That's not going to happen. So yeah, I think it was well done. There's obviously concerns about. So they're marketing it as their next home console. So instead of marketing as a high-powered handheld, they're marketing as a console you can take on the go with you. So I'm interested to see how that plays. I feel like they're flexible, that in Japan they can market it as a handheld. That's powerful. Because the console market there is dying, faster than anything. And here in the States, they can market it as a high-powered console, well, that you can take on the go. High-powered enough that you can take on the go. So a couple things about the power is not, I don't think they didn't officially confirm the specs. All we know is that NVIDIA put out a blog post that said, we're doing it, we did all these custom physics engines, these APIs, they have our newest, it's running on the architecture of like they said their most powerful GeForce cards, which implies it's Pascal. I'm not going to get too much into this, but it's essentially the newest architecture which can make the chip more efficient so you can get better battery life or get more power out of it. It's like whatever, I guess, Nintendo decides to do with it. Because we don't know like the CPU, we don't know the RAM or the bandwidth, we don't know any of that shit, but it's not going to like, this is another thing, like, people are like saying like complaining like it's not an Xbox One, it's like a handheld. Like, do you want the thing to be fucking $600? Or do you want the thing to be hot as shit with like 30-minute battery life? Like, the battery life is obviously like one of the biggest concerns. I don't know how much it's going to be. Like, I'm hearing somewhere of like 3 hours, which 3 hours running Skyrim depends on how you use the thing.
This is the handheld, right?
This is the de-docked. Obviously, it's docked. There's no battery life. It's plugged in. The dock has USB ports. By the way, they didn't officially say that, but that's what the leak says. Oh, the other thing they didn't officially confirm about there's a touch screen.
The screen itself.
The screen itself. No, he did not touch it at all. The rumor is that it's capacitive multi-touch, like a typical phone. So no stylus, no resistive touchscreen.
Interesting.
But the way the dock is, which some people are curious about, like it covers the screen up purposely. I think the screen goes off.
Yeah.
And I think it's like an input switch.
It's not supposed to be like the gamepad where you
and
display
B,
something.
it's not explicitly not a second screen, so you can't have these games that need touch to play on here because you literally can't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's not the point. So they're like, for that, I feel like they're like saying we're breaking away from Wii U. We're breaking away from DS. There's no dual screen. This is like a completely new device for us. It's like a new, I don't know, essentially kind of a fresh start and everything. So yeah, battery life is a concern. Third-party support, I'm not worried about Japanese third-party support. I feel like the Vita support will go here. They announced a shit like 50 partners of third parties.
Like Chunsoft,
From Software was like a big thing I noticed. Tokyo RPG Factory, which is weird, that's separate from Square. But then you have like Ubisoft supports everything. EA was there. We'll see how long they fucking last. Take-Two was there. They did Carnival games on Wii, so they have a bond with Nintendo, but like it's not like the hardcore Take-Two.
Right.
So they might get the sports games. I find it interesting, like the third-party games were like Skyrim, very big, popular game, and sports game, which fucking like, that's a whole other thing, but like the sports games like prop this fucking industry up. Like if they tanked, like the whole thing would go.
Listen, they knew who they were marketing towards. They were marketing towards literally us.
Yeah.
And they know that either you're a hardcore gamer or you're a casual gamer that likes sports games. Yeah. And they said, hardcore gamer, Skyrim. Casual gamer, NBA. Yeah. There it is.
And the most promising thing as a Nintendo fan is like the prospect of their development going to just one device, because it's been split between 3DS and Wii U, and a lot of the games are like you can there's like a line you can draw between like what's on 3DS and what's on Wii U. Obviously, Smash is like the ultimate parody.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they didn't show that, but the rumor is that that's going to be a thing.
100%.
And if there's new stuff in Splatoon and Mario Kart, I'm preparing for fucking Ice Climbers and other shit in the new Smash.
Because they can handle it now.
Yeah. So, what else? Oh, storage. There's rumored to be an SD card slot. I think that's a given. It was on 3DS.
Wii U.
Wii U has it. 32 gig on board, which is not good, but if you can, like 128 SD cards are cheap nowadays, and you can just buy it. So, the other thing I guess is like price, like because there's kind of a lot of stuff going on here, and I worry if it's over $299, it's gonna fucking bomb, regardless of how cool it actually is.
I mean, there's so many accessories, not even accessories, there's so many parts that go into it to make it what it is. Like, how much is each?
Yeah, especially
how much
like
is this going to be?
Yeah. Now I don't think there's a camera or microphone on the tablet. It's like a very bare, like it has a touchscreen.
It's a screen, pretty
much. So
now here's my question to you, Steven. So you're saying that they're marketing this as their, new home console, and then you're saying, it's finally going to draw the line between, the Wii U and the 3DS. They're no longer going to be developing for two systems anymore. What about the statement they released where they said that they're still focusing on 3DS?
Well,
is that just to cover their asses?
So back when they released DS, they were like, this is the third pillar. We have GameCube, we have Game Boy, we have DS. DS fucking took off. When something takes off, the old thing, they'll drop like a bad habit.
So you think that's just them saving their ass for
yeah,
games?
so definitely Wii U, like, they're literally expecting 800,000 units to sell for the fiscal year. That's fucking abysmal, right? That's abysmal for Wii U standards. And that's all they're shipping. So this is their home console, and this is the weird thing with DS. Like, if this sells well, I feel like they would drop DS slowly.
So crazy.
But at the same time, if they drop 3DS and keep the kiddie 2DS, and like this is for kids, we get this is the gateway drug, and then when you're older, when it like you get something more high tech, here's the Switch. I almost fucking call it NX again. Here's the Switch. Here's like it's the same kind of portability. We could also play it at home, and it's like higher end games. And there's all this stuff. So I'm interested to see like how that plays out, because I feel like eventually the best way would be one thing for them, because it's too much. Like, two is like they're stretched too thin already.
I mean, it did so well with the 3DS. They're doing so well with it, and then they have the Wii U. They're not doing very well at all. So they can't balance these two things together.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys have, what your thoughts are. I've been talking for a while, but
no, it's listen. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This needs to be a home run for Nintendo. It needs to be.
Because if it doesn't sell, they're gonna
they're done.
Very much look at just being software.
Yeah, they're done in the console handheld space altogether.
To be honest, I'd rather them just be software. I'd rather have my favorite, because I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but my problem with Nintendo is like they have these fucking slick IPs, these great franchises, and I can't play them anywhere but their consoles. But there's no, well, at least with the Wii U, there's no third-party support. But even if there is third-party support on this Switch, I'd rather play those third-party games on the fucking PS4 and Xbox One. You understand what I'm saying? So like, even still, like, sure, they have the third-party support now, but I'm not trying to play fucking Call of Duty on the Wii. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to play fucking Call of Duty on my PS4.
Yeah. Now, what if it's priced right? Let's say it's priced at $250. I think that's the sweet spot. Let's say $250 to $300. Yeah, he said it's going to be in the realm of like what Nintendo's charged. Wii U started at $300, and that was the most expensive console they ever shipped.
I thought it was $350.
$350 was the deluxe bundle. Yeah,
okay.
The 32 gigabyte.
I think 300 is good. It's between like the current gen consoles, like a PS4, Xbox One, and like the slim versions of those consoles.
So the
handhelds.
So the question is, would you guys like? So let's call it a Vita replacement. It's not technically, but I don't think they're doing it. Like, there's like a high power handler. You're gonna get these niche games. I feel like eventually. Would this be like the secondary thing? Would this be your a secondary device for you? Like, you don't buy it to play the Call of Duty, because it's not gonna like, I don't think it's gonna have enough juice to run
You're
it.
saying would it replace our Vita?
More or less, and like it, because you get the Nintendo games. You could, even if you weren't into them initially, you could always try them. Like the new Zelda was fucking amazing in my opinion.
My answer to that would be no. And that's because Nintendo doesn't have an ecosystem in which I'm invested in. And again, I've said it before, they need an achievement or some kind of like achievement trophy system, reward system, like with that. I know it seems like so like minute, but even if you don't care about them, but like it's still like a cool thing to have. Nintendo, for me, I feel like doesn't have an ecosystem that I give a shit about. Right? They just release these kiddie arcadey games, these platformers, which I rarely would play or I won't play because they're not my cup of tea. And like what Brett said, regardless of whether they get third-party support, if there's a game that's on a PS4 or on a Vita compared to the next, I'm going to get it on the Vita or the PS4 or my Xbox One or my PC. So for me, the next
Switch,
whatever the fuck it's called, is it's a hard pass for me. But I'm not a Nintendo fan.
So my stance is I want the Switch. I do. It looks like a really cool device, and I'd like to get my hands on it and try it out. And I think just taking the screen out and playing it out anywhere, like, it's great. The concept is fucking great. My problem isn't that it's great. My problem is, no, it wouldn't be my secondary device. It'd be my third device, just like the Wii U is. I'd have my PS4 as my main, or like a PC, right? And then my secondary would be my Vita, because the Vita, it's not just about the games. It can play my PS4 anywhere I am already. It can do that. I have remote play. I can do that. It has the ecosystem. It has the cross-buy. It has the cross-play. I have... That's my secondary console because it's an extension of my first console. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same ecosystem and everything. Regardless of the niche games and the Japanese games and all these great games that I play, like Persona, the NX or the Switch would be exactly what the Wii U is to me right now. I have a Wii U, and it's only there to play these Nintendo first-party exclusive games that are fucking great. Don't get me wrong.
Of which you only want a few, though.
But I would only get a few. And don't get me wrong, like, I have a Wii U right now, and you're 100% right about the ecosystem thing. I can't stress that enough because...
Yeah, that's the other thing they didn't talk about, like, the software or the features.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, I'll be 100% honest. I'll be transparent as fuck right now. I homebrewed my Wii U to get free games, and I downloaded games off the internet, and I didn't feel bad at all, not because I'm stealing from these developers, but because I didn't feel bad because it's not like I'm missing out on any features. Like, sure, I can't play online, but Pokken Fighters, I didn't want to play online. I just wanted to play this game. And if it was a game... So, like, the ecosystem in PlayStation makes me not want to torrent or, like, hack the PS Vita because I want the trophies, and I want the full experience of that game. Like, I don't want to torrent 999... 9 Doors, 9 Hours, 9 whatever it's called, the Zero Escapes series. I don't want to play that on my PC because I want that experience on my Vita. You know what I mean? Where the ecosystem is, I can get the trophies, and then I can get the sequel, and I can get the third installment, and all of them are right there, and it shows Brett Robb played all 3 of these games. So like that's my explanation of why. You know what I mean? Like,
unless they introduce something like that to the Switch, of which I still wouldn't care because it's not an ecosystem that I'm already invested in. Xbox One, I'm invested in that because I have achievements, 25,000 gamer score plus, going back to the 360 era. I spent fucking hours on the 360. Same thing with the PS4. I've spent the past 4 years of my life investing in that ecosystem. You know what I mean? And I feel like it just, I don't know. It just, I don't want to invest in it. Like, if I had the money, like, as a tertiary system to play the occasional, like, Yoshi's Woolly World, or like,
which is a game that I torrented,
you know, like something like that. Then,
loved it.
Then maybe, but as far as it replacing, I don't know. And the other thing that I'm torn about saying, like, anything else really, I need to see the specs for it. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see like the battery life, which I think is going to be a big thing. I need to see, you know, how those controllers are, like, and how accessible they are, if you really just have to press the little fucking buttons on there, or if they do have, like what you said, like the motion sense one. There's so many questions that I need answered first, like, to go any further, but as of right now, I would say, and especially to your question, as far as a replacement, I'd say no.
I think it depends on battery and price. That's where it's at for me. And
that's how it's going to matter in general.
Yeah. And I really, really hope for Nintendo's sake that it does well, and that they market it well, and, you know, all those things, because if it doesn't, they are done.
The only thing I would say about the crossbuy for this, you don't need it because it's both.
Yeah.
You just have the one game.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not.
No, I know you use that as part of, like, the general online system that they already have in place.
Yeah.
And they, essentially, the Wii, they were like, we don't care about that. And it worked for them, but, like, now they're essentially a whole step behind that. Mm-hmm. And so the capability's there because it's what they, like, bought a lot of DNA for, the mobile developer, to, like, build the infrastructure. And they have, like, the Nintendo account that, like, links with your things. And they have a kind of achievement system, but it's not really tied to the games. It's like, if you go, like, and log on to, like, the Nintendo account, you get, like, these points that, like, you can use. Sometimes for the mobile games, you can get digital discounts if you do it enough. So, like, that's, like, that's cool, and like that's something the competitors don't do. But like they needed some like I don't know. Someone said a while ago like a fucking garden thing, some kind of like thing where like you show like I don't know the little reward system like would be like cool to have, and like if they retroactively put that on Virtual Console, like that I know Colin Moriarty said he would fucking play all the Mega Man games again to like get the achievements in the original one.
Yeah. And it's so fucking stupid that we're like that about trophies and achievements, but like it adds an extra thing to the game, and not only to the gameplay. Like it's not like you're just doing it to get these achievements, but you're doing it because it shows like not skill, but it shows like I did this. You know
it's
what
just
I mean?
like an accomplishment. Even people like me that don't really care about like getting the platinum in every fucking trophy, and I don't like retroactively care about my like trophy level or like my gamer score and everything. But like if I beat a game, like it's cool just to see, even if I just played the story and just like this is like, oh, I have the fucking achievement for beating like every fucking level, or like I beat completing. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. I know it sounds weird. It's just like a little thing, just to have like a little fucking nugget.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I'm in day one. I'm in it for the software. I still think they're one of the best software developers in the world. I think with the polish is second to none for pretty much all their games.
I'm very excited to see them getting away from the kid stuff, honestly.
Yeah, although at the same time, I think if this doesn't sell to kids, it's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because it is, the tablet gaming is like very niche, and I don't know how well it's going to do.
They're taking a big risk by like cutting ties with the kid stuff in this first trailer anyway, you know what I mean? Like they're really saying like we want this adult audience, this young.
We want the people who got into Pokemon Go to like
Yeah,
play
but I
this again.
think it still appeals to kids regardless of whether they advertise it that way or not.
Yeah.
They just need to. I think they can't.
I think the whole like the thing in the
Ignore them.
fucking back of the car, like that's like natural. You know?
But so anything else on Switch?
No, I just think it's like a good start, and
Great trailer.
I'm definitely buying it.
Great trailer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the music got fucking stuck in my head.
Yeah.
By the way,
good trailer. Good.
I don't know what the song was, but actually I do. I fucking downloaded it. But
Oh my god.
dude, it was I don't know. It was catchy enough and like annoying enough that I wanted it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for understanding and being with us through our little fucking hiatus. This was Hapticast episode 18. I'm Josh Toll, Brett Roberts, Steve Hemstreet. We'll see you guys next time.